InDesign has its own file format. So when you're saving as you go along, you're probably going to be saving an INDD file. An InDesign document file needs the original images that you've brought in order to work. Make sure they're all in one folder. Make sure it's right beside the InDesign document itself. Next thing about saving is there's a very, very useful thing InDesign has, especially if you're disorganized. It's called packaging. File, package. When you package a document, it moves the file, the fonts, links and images, and all its details into one folder. Packaging is a very handy way to make sure you don't lose any information on any images when you're moving from one computer to the next. Be sure to read everything that it says underneath all these details, and it'll help you pick up things if an image is RGB, etc., etc. It'll let you know before it packages it. It also saves your document as an InDesign document, which means you can edit it later. To create a PDF, it's under the File Export menu. Remember, the PDF is of no use if you want to edit it again later in InDesign. It won't let you edit it. So this is the final thing you do before you'd send something to print or to let a client see what it looks like without having to use InDesign to view your document. File Export. Now, it's going to ask you where you want to put it. That's fine. We're with that. Here's all the important things. I want to go through these with you one by one so you'll understand what they are. First off, there's presets. Presets most printers you'll meet will ask for is a very old one called X1A. This makes it easier for them. However, if you're using some kinds of transparency blend in InDesign, you may have to use a slightly newer version of the PDF file. I'm going to start off with X1A and then I'm going to modify it. Compression, next one down. Oh, sorry, the first one here, I generally choose View PDF after exporting to make sure it forces me to see it, that I've done it the right way, and I'll see what the printer sees. The printer will let you know whether they want it as pages or spreads, so that's something you need to check with whoever's printing out your work. Compression. As a general rule of thumb, I want to control my compression. I don't want it to be controlled by the computer. Average downsampling 2. This is a print document, 300 pixels per inch for images above 300 pixels. So we don't have anything extra that would make the PDF slower to email or to send. Compression, JPEG. Well, if we have to, we've got to use JPEG. Image quality for me, I'll choose either high or maximum. I don't want my images getting too damaged. Same with grayscale. Okay, anything above 300 pixels per inch, let it change into a JPEG. Okay, you probably don't have any monochrome images in here. All right. Next, marks and bleeds. Now the printer once again will let you know what they want here. The most important thing is that they have crop marks. Really, really, really important. Most likely they will pretty much want everything. I find that the bleed marks can confuse some issues, but do check that with the printer and what they want. Next thing is the bleed settings. Of course you want your bleed settings. Why else would you have put them in there? Include slug area. If you had any notes to yourself on the slug area, which is wider than the bleed area, and you want the printer to see them, tick it. If you don't want the printer to see them, close it. Okay? Output. I would make sure that I'm converting to the destination the printer wants here. Okay, which is most likely forward 39 in Ireland. Okay, you can check that once again with your printer. I like to include my profiles if I get the chance. X1A won't let you include them. Okay, that's okay. Advanced, right? That's okay. Nothing there. I don't think we need to change, but it's worth reading. Security. It doesn't matter if somebody wants to make a change to it. Summary. Does it pick up on anything here? No, it's okay with everything. There's no warnings. So I've done it okay, and I can hit the export button. Make sure you don't have any other applications running when you're doing an export to PDF with a multiple page document. It can crash your computer.